give it a little bit here to wind up because usually I start talking and then I'm not even on yet. So, man, I'm getting all kinds of. Let's see, how can I get to where I'm a little bit better lit up? That's a little better, I guess. Something like this. Maybe like this. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we'll go like this. It's lit up a little bit better. All right, here we go. I think we're pretty much streaming here. We got time and we got Wi-Fi. So we're going on here and we're doing a quick live. As you can see by the title, you're not stuck and neither am I. It's just a compression test. It's just to see whether you start self-victimizing, you start whining, you start complaining, and you start making yourself feel a low vibration, a low attitude because things are not going your way. So you're not stuck. Oh, I got this feeling of feeling stuck. A couple things that I figured out for me that I'll suggest and you may want to try. But honestly, I don't think you're stuck. I felt stuck a big portion of my life. I would get started, things would get okay, but I would never get past okay. Now, I figured out that all I had to do was build discipline. I start getting momentum, and then bam, I feel it took longer, but I feel stuck again. Then I learned that the feeling of being stuck, it's not that you're stuck. It's part of the tests. Stop self-victimizing. That old school way of thinking of making yourself the victim is what wants you to feel that you're stuck. It's a test. Maybe I am stuck. Maybe all this work I've been doing is not even worth it. It's not even working. There you go. Back to self-victimizing. Back to shooting yourself in the foot, making yourself, what is it? What's that other term that's used? Shooting yourself, self-sabotage. You're the one that's holding yourself back. By why? By bringing yourself down to a low attitude and saying, nothing works out. I'm stuck again. I knew the self-development stuff wasn't working. I knew I was going to feel stuck again. And guess what? That's what you're paying attention to. So whatever you see is what you are. Life is a mirror. It's not a window. If you're seeing and you're thinking and you're seeing that you're stuck, that's just your internal attitude. You have a low attitude. You have an attitude of feeling stuck. That's all it is. Your attitude is what you frequently see. I see myself being stuck. That's your attitude. Change your attitude, you won't be stuck no more. How do you change your attitude? Most simplest way, raise your vibration, which is raise your attitude. Do some high impact exercise. Do some burpees, do some push-ups, go for a quick walk. Do whatever it is that's part of your purpose. That's a little bit more like, well, what's my purpose? Well, things need to be the way you want them to be. Work on something that's part of you. But the easiest way to raise your attitude, the easiest way to stop feeling stuck is to stop making yourself the victim and raise your attitude. Bust some push-ups, get some exercise in, do some body squats. It's not that you're stuck. We're not stuck. You're not stuck, I'm not stuck. Whenever you have that feeling of being stuck, it's just a test to see whether you're gonna whine and complain. You're at a low frequency. You probably haven't checked your frequency, haven't checked your attitude. You have a low attitude, here comes the low thoughts, low feelings, and low actions. You're going back to your old habits. So what you gotta do is you just gotta change your frequency. Your frequency is what you frequently see. Your attitude is what you frequently see. You wanna change how you feel, change your frequency, change your attitude. Whenever you feel stuck, whether it's just for a little while or, even those times where it's like, man, it's been months and I feel stuck. Rephrase that to, man, it's been months and I've just stayed on this low attitude. Doesn't sound as cool, huh? When you're with the homies, when you're with your loved ones, you can say, man, I've been feeling stuck. It sounds cooler to say I've been feeling stuck. Rephrase it. Say what it really is. Hey, you know what? I've just had a bad attitude for a long time. I've had a low attitude. I've been whining a lot lately. I've been complaining. I'm a complainer. I've been complaining a lot lately. Doesn't sound as cool, does it? I've been making myself the victim a lot. Not as cool as I've been stuck. You ain't stuck, bro. You ain't stuck. I'm not stuck. You're just at a low attitude. Fix your attitude. You'll, like that, get unstuck and start seeing that it's just a patience test. Once you flip it, best thing to do right there is raise your attitude. One of the highest attitudes to have is an attitude of gratitude. Be grateful for what you have. What? Everything's not going my way. I just got lost my job, for example. This is not going well. I just found this out. This ain't working. This broke. This is not going my way. This is not going my way. I was doing so well. I was going this. Be grateful for one thing and start the momentum. The go-to, I woke up today. I'm grateful for that. There'll come a day where I don't. You don't know how many people I trip out when they say, typically at the store, anybody, it's often, hey, how you doing? I'm doing great, thanks. I woke up today. And every single time, people always trip out like, hey, that's right. Like, yeah, hello. Attitude of gratitude. You want to flip that negativity right away. It's like, what am I grateful for? Here's some quick ones. Like I said, I woke up today. My lungs are filling with oxygen, with me not doing anything to do with it. There's a bunch of oxygen for me to inhale and exhale. Everything, for the most part, is working correctly on me. I didn't receive any sad news today on like text or email or group chats or whatever. So everything's, as far as whatever time it is right now, 4 o'clock where I'm at, we're all good. Matter of fact, bunch of little, pleasant news. So cool. I got clothes on. Shoot, I'm even at that accessories point. I got some accessories. I really like them. They're cool. I had a delicious breakfast. The coffee was bomb. Thank you. I had ceviche for lunch. That was delicious. My mom made it. My goodness. What's not to be grateful for about that? My dogs are doing great. I just see them walk by right now. I see that their food is on the kitchen table. I'm sorry, on the stove right now. They made it so they have something to eat for the week. I got delicious cold bubbly soda here, LaCroix. Man, I'm so thankful for all of this. Just went to the restroom right now. There's a restroom to go to. There's running water. That's a luxury. I'm grateful for that. You start getting into all these grateful things, guess what starts happening? Your attitude starts to elevate. You start having a better attitude. And you start realizing, I'm not stuck. I'm just being tested. I'm being tested to see if I have patience. If I have patience because the universe is never late. The source of creation is never late. God is never late. But he'll test me. I'll be tested to see, I've given you all these things, like the big list I just mentioned right now. But you're complaining because you're stuck. Your whining little baby is complaining because he feels stuck. Guess who's making you feel stuck? Me, your creator. I'm testing you to see if you're going to whine or complain, or you're going to take a step back and say, hold on, I may not be moving forward and making those leaps and bounds and progress that I would like to see. But during this pause moment, this hold moment, I'm going to look around and see what I'm grateful for. My wife and daughter just pulled up. I'm hella grateful for that. All these things to be grateful for. When you're stuck, it's not you feeling stuck. It's the source of creation pausing you, giving you a little hold to see if you're going to whine and complain because you're not getting that next shiny object that you want, or are you going to take a moment to be grateful for the things you do. Told you they're home. All right, I'm going to go live later, so make sure you subscribe so you get the notification. Appreciate the likes. If you're still here, tap the heart real quick before I go. Tap it on the right. Come on, get your tap on. Make sure you like on top with the thumbs up so you like. And then also make sure you subscribe so you get notified. When I go live, I'll be going live later.